biggest names in professional wrestling. And now, here's your ringside commentator.
Welcome to Championship Wrestling, fans. We have a great lineup of matches today planned for you and interviews. So stay tuned. We'll be back with Championship Wrestling.
Dad, 2 cups of Culligan.
Dad, could we have a glass of Culligan?
A Culligan drinking water system gives you better tasting water for less than bottled. So maybe today you call it water, but tomorrow...
The future calls.
Could there's a man?
The future calls for Culligan.
Get a coupon for a delicious Butterball turkey with the rental or purchase of a Culligan water conditioner or drinking water system.
On the next Taxi, Hollywood's out to make everyone a star.
I'm going to make a movie about cab drivers. Anybody have any questions?
How'd they part the Red Sea in the Ten Commandments?
And the cabbies hold fast to the trappings of stardom.
You know this is the best pay day we've had all week.
But a call from the coast could put a damper on the party.
I'm warning you, you cancel this picture, you're gonna wake up tomorrow with one of your horses' heads in your bed.
On Taxi.
Taxi weeknights at 11:35 on 6, The Leader.
This match is a one-fall, 10-minute time limit from parts unknown, managed by the man from Miami, Mr. Beautiful Saul Crisman. Abdullah King. His opponent from Cincinnati, Ohio at 241, Terry Crisman. Welcome to Championship Wrestling fans. David McLean here with none other than George Cannon. How you doing today, George?
Very good, David. Very good to be back here with the fans once again. And I'm certainly impressed by this fellow, Abdullah. First time that I have seen him. And my goodness, I don't know what to expect from this fellow. He sure is colorful. Let's wait and see what he does here.
Abdullah in there, giving the headbutt to Crisman, Terry Crisman from Cincinnati, just breaking into the ranks of professional wrestling. And what a wrestler he's up against today, Abdullah King. On the outside, Saul Crisman cheering Abdullah on. Possibly the only one in the building cheering him on, George.
Well, there's no doubt about it that Abdullah has taken over. He's a vicious, rough, tough individual. And I think that when we seen him walking out here, Dave, everyone in the building knew what to expect from a man that looks like he does. Let's just say this is one time the book's cover does tell a story.
Promoter Bob Luce has nicknamed him, George, the Insane One.
Well, just take a look at the Manai guys that he has. They're wide open. They look like he's on something. And, of course, that war paint doesn't make him look any prettier. And then, of course, outside the ring, we have Crisman, the vocal one, and he's, of course, encouraging him on.
He's pounding away, just aggravating Terry Crisman. What a crowd here today watching the matches live. Hardly a seat available at ringside. The upper balcony packed to capacity. On today's show, you're going to see in the main event, Super Max and Mad Max. They call themselves the Warriors. In there against George, what some may have believed was an odd couple, Bobo Brazil and Bobby Colt.
Well, at one time you would have thought that that was certainly an odd combination. Bobby Colt to be in the ring on the same side as Bobo Brazil. Of course, the fans, as we well know, in the last few weeks, Bobby Colt has seen the light and, of course, has changed his ways. And I think that it's fitting that he would get in there with Bobo Brazil. They're going to make a very formidable team. There's no doubt about that.
It's going to be a tough day for the Maxes, Super Max and Mad Max.
His biggest desire in life is to be a professional wrestler. Now he's learning what it's all about.
Saul Crisman coming in, giving some words about Crisman. Abdullah blocking that right punch of Crisman. Crisman yet to have any upper hand in this bout. Just dishing it out as the Insane One, Abdullah. going to the forehead of Crisman.
You know, Dave, I think we've come up with a new name for Saul, the manager. Instead of Saul Crisman, we're going to call him Saul Creepman. I think the name is very fitting. You know business out there, like we've said many times. Take a look at the size of this Abdullah. What is his body weight?
285 pounds.
285 pounds. He's vicious. He's a dangerous type of wrestler. He doesn't know anything at all about professional wrestling as such. He's a brawler, a mauler, a kicker, a puncher, an eye gouger, a hair puller. He does all the things contrary to the laws of professional wrestling. And there is the instigator, Saul Crisman, the giggly one. We got to do away with this type, Dave. Absolutely.
Well, Abdullah always takes the advice of Saul. And one thing about Abdullah, he loves raw meat. Loves it. Just digging back. Abdullah Akeem in there right now. The thumb to the throat. This is the opening bout of our hour telecast today. Welcome to all you fans watching across the Midwest today. We especially would like to say hello, wouldn't we, George, to those folks up in Canada today.
Well, of course, this television show, Dave, as everyone knows, goes around the world. Not only are we represented in North America by Mexico, Canada, and the United States, but now we're in the Far East, the Middle East. Very pleased to say that you can see this show in Europe and pretty soon Africa. So we've covered all bases.
The voice of George Cannon and myself, proud to be here with WWA, World Wrestling Association, Championship Wrestling. Abdullah has yet to let up and also make any mistakes in this bout. Possibly a chokehold, George.
Well, no doubt about it. You can see that the finesse of professional wrestling has been lost to a man like Abdullah. And of course, we can always blame Crisman for things like that. But the fact remains, there's a 285-pound man in the ring who certainly is not using any wrestling holds to beat his opponent.
1, 2, 3. Billy Beach, the referee today, signals the end for Terry Crisman. The winner right there, the insane one, Abdullah. Fans, you stay tuned. We're coming up with some information concerning professional wrestling coming your way, and also a great match, so stay tuned.
Next, a suit over a lost and found dog.
You're claiming the defendant has your dog?
Yes, he does. He found her a year ago, the weekend of the 4th of July.
The defendant says he tried to find the owner.
I also contacted pet finders, put up notices both in East and West Valley animal shelters, looked in the local area of the stores, telephone poles.
New episodes of The People's Court, weekdays at 5:30 on 6, The Leader.
There's a crisis in Africa. Because of unprecedented drought, war, and inflation, hundreds of thousands of people throughout the continent are facing the pain of starvation. I'm Joe Short of Oxfam America, the nonprofit development and relief agency. We're working to get vital supplies to the hardest hit areas and to expand our long-range projects to prevent more suffering. To help, write Oxfam America, Boston, or call 1-800-227-3800. Ask for Oxfam.
1920, Harding gets the presidency, women get to vote, and the League of Women Voters gets underway. Throughout the years, the League of Women Voters has worked to put laws on the books, registered millions to vote, and the League of Women Voters has helped keep politics a process for the people. Become a part of this proud tradition. Call the League of Women Voters.
The Smithsonian, a home for American history. How else can we define this institution?
In Washington, the Smithsonian is
an institution with art.
The Smithsonian is an institution for people and animals.
And don't forget music.
It's
Smithsonian takes you to the moon. And it brings you back to Earth.
Right here in Washington, where today meets yesterday and tomorrow.
Fans, you're going to see it next Saturday night, December 15th, 8 p.m., Indianapolis, Northside, Tyndall Armory. First time ever, 20-man pole battle royal. Fans, it's 10,000 big ones. 10,000 big ones to the winner of that 20-man pole battle royal. The winner must climb the top of the pole and receive the money. Also, fans, on that spectacular coming next Saturday, 6-man tag team action. Dick the Bruiser, Chris Carter, and Yukon Moose Cholak make up one team to go against Wild Hog, Dr. Jerry Graham, and the Great Wojo. Now we know Bruiser has no love lost for Wojo. Graham and Carter are enemies, and the Moose and the Hog, the two biggest men in wrestling. You're going to see it, a 6-man tag team match. Also on that card, coming up next Saturday, tag team titles, no disqualification. It's been signed without the approval of Saul Crisman. He didn't want the match, but it's going to go. Super Max and Mad Max versus Bobby Cole and Bobo Brazil, whom almost had the belts last time. And this time it's no DQ, just what Bobo and Bobby want. Take it to the outside, take it to the back of the program table. Do anything. You're going to see it all next Saturday night. Also, fans, on the card, you're going to see Calypso Jim. Also, Saul will be in there. Abdullah, Stormy, and the Hangman. They'll all be there next Saturday night, fans. You're going to see it spectacular in the Indianapolis Northside Armory. And don't forget, you're going to see King Harley.
See this ugly yellow stain? That's what comes from cigar or cigarette smoke. Just think what smoking a pack a day.
Your broken arm.
Tooth polish that helps remove all kinds of superficial tobacco stains. Topol starts to work immediately to